My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, I'd like to mention that in between videos here, I had to kind of take a moment to sharpen up a knife. So I'd say, as far as how this is concerned, we're kind of getting this all in place, just where it all really needs to be. And there's a certain place you add to the back, which is fairly simple to do. So it's just a little cut that kind of marks off the back of the cloak. So just simply remove that. And I've already kind of drawn some lines at the top as far as where we kind of shave up to sort of narrow down the edges of the head. So we're kind of just going to move along those lines and try to go a little ways of further up the body and kind of remove what needs to be here, just to kind of take a little time and weigh and straighten up little thing that kind of works a little wonder to us. And I say that this is just going to be what we're going to have when it all comes down to what we're going to get, and just kind of say that we're making stuff just a little bit as narrow as they need to be. Got the two lines on the side. There's one up here along the back. We kind of take care of that little place as well. Try to remove what else is exceedingly important around the head of the sculpture, to kind of remove what's kind of causing little spots. And those two places on the corners will kind of take care of those little spots as well. I say work is just happening these days. It's making things go so smooth and easy. Bless the world. Oh, I say, we are so strong in our deeds. We make things happen for a purposeful reason, and it's all just working out so much better because it's going to be just a fancy little type of world to us. Make it so, if all things were kind of chipping too much away. And then I say, just when we work along the head, this is the part that we kind of come to the most. And I say, when it comes down to it, kind of brush a little chipping off here and there. And I say, just to kind of remove some little pieces of wood along here. And come along here, I say, at the top, we're going to do the same with the top of Joseph's head as well. Try to remove what excess wood we don't need from there. And so I say, there's a place or two we might have taken a little too far here, but gone back to fix that. And then kind of take it where we're working a little abnormalities into his head, into his hood. I say this is going to be the step where we're going to stop. There comes a time when we set aside a little extra moment to carve out Joseph's headdress, but that will be probably something, whether or not to do it on video should be decided. Takes a lot of concentration and work and moment to do, so just to try to work it out to where it's going to be what we need it to be, I say that's just a little step we gonna take and try to get a little bit of chipping along here removed. And then there are certain lines that get drawn in when it comes time to make the headdress of Joseph, so that's what we work along there now to make and see. And oh, little work havocs, oh, I say, kind of like, oh, time we share in all things we do. We pray all the time, and you know, that kind of does something where we kind of get just a little work out of something to do. And I say this is just kind of the thing we're going to need, and see how the headdress will turn out later when we go to working on that. But I'd probably kind of mention for a thing or two that I do think that the directions as far as what to take here probably started off a little too early in the book. There's probably just one more additional step, which, despite how it's described in the book, we better take on Mary and Joseph both before we go to working on Joseph's headdress, and make this little line that is 3/16 of an inch from the top that goes right below, and kind of make it so we get a good little head in place. I say just kind of work along, see how this little head is going to be a thing that we have or do to make a right special kind of figure for the kind of special work we have, and make sure we get this line in the exact right place, because if we're not careful we can get it too low or too high. So we've kind of gotten a little bit of something here where we're kind of lining up a little line all around to make it so it's going to have a level-ish bowing head for the figure that it's going to be. And I'll tell y'all that this is something which hopefully in our video time we can get this done. Of course, if we try, maybe on at least one, that is, we'll get it all in. And I say that we probably chipped off a little too much there, but kind of come the other way will make it after all. and I just got little places here I'm taking care of now, and I say just making it where this is going to be quite some head for a little sculpting of a critter, and up to where we make the head so it's bowing more. And there was one thing I forgot to demonstrate with the whole line, but we're gonna make it all in. Perhaps since we're kind of going a little bit beyond in seconds, that's where we might kind of take the video a little while longer, just to kind of maybe work on the other bowing head as well, to see that this is just a little of the kind of steps to know what we got for a little figure. I say we're going to come along here, take one little shot here along the lines, make it so we kind of get a little bit of a angle to the work, and so try to make it so we see blessed souls and deeds and manifested all things, I say. Oh, and I say that this work shall have its way in us, see brighter days, brighter nights, I tell y'all. Oh, and just a little bow down of the head shall make it so the little figure can glide along, find a way along in the sky and in the sun to bask a little bit, and you know, I say, like a little sunshine on wood, you know, kind of manifest a little light here and there, to where we're coming down and seeing how old Joseph's sculpture is going to be, and maybe, just maybe in the next video or two, get the lines in for the headdress. And it wouldn't hurt anything to even try to maybe do it now, because we only got really one to work with here. So make a line that's about 1/8 of an inch down this way, make another line that's about 1/8 of an inch further, do it all around the head, coming from the top, I say, and doing just a little kind of work in what we have for what we're doing, and see how this shall work a little while to make it so we see just what we're going to have, and then kind of make it so these lines can fall right into a good little place, and put a little bit of extra kind of work inside. And you know, I tell y'all that it's always good to just have little work in our hands and make it so we can see just what this is going to be. And then I tell y'all that it was like how this kind of goes to show. And I'd say there's little lines we got up here. We're going to make them all around next time around, but kind of gotta really just cut this video time a little short, keep from going too far or too long. Thank you all very much for coming on. I have so much more to say and so much more to do, but I tell y'all, I just cannot stop in just right enough minutes, you know, because it's a time when my attention is just kind of off because of all the things I'm getting used to. So thank you all for coming on and watching, and hope to continue to be back in touch with you all in the future. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.